Oh, jeepers. Just banged my microphone. That is the 1 o'clock gun. This is Edinburgh Castle. It's one of the first things that pops to mind when you think about Edinburgh. Just been ranked 3rd best city in the world.
A new world record!
I'm from here, I live here. Today we're going to show you, because it's high summer, it's August, the Edinburgh Festival is in full flight, the city is full of tourists. We are going to show you a couple of the popular tourist spots, including of course the castle, but I want to take you to some of the spots that you don't regularly see in the tourist guides. I want to show you my Edinburgh, where I like hanging out. So come with me, let's go and take a look. So when we come out of the castle, which is over 900 years old, the mile of road running down from the castle is called the Royal Mile, and at the bottom of that you've got Holyrood Palace, where the King and Queen actually do still stay from time to time.
Which is kind of why it's called the Royal Mile.
That's it, because it's got royal stuff on it. It's got a castle and a palace. What more do you need? These seats are for the Edinburgh Tattoo. So every night here there is an international military display. So you get battalions and regiments from all over the world performing here. It's a real spectacle. I mean, these are some of the oldest buildings in Edinburgh. And off the little streets, there's little cobbled streets where you can go and tour some of these old buildings. You can go underground, see the old plague houses, which they then
That's
covered
Mary
up.
King's Close, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to point out Contini Cannonball. Contini is a well-known Italian family here in Edinburgh. They've got a few restaurants between them and a deli. Very good restaurant to visit if you're in town. You get all the atmosphere of the old town.
There's an international festival on, but actually there's a lot of fringe performers that you'll see as well. Why is it called the Fringe? Well, it's on the fringes of the international festival, isn't it? So that's why it's called the Fringe.
Poetry show, funny, sad, a little bit mad.
Right, look, if you want to be really spooked,
That would make my ear.
I don't mean Clare, but Mary King's Close. Now, to explain what it is, it's a buried street in Edinburgh.
Which we
Did
have
you know
never
that?
done.
Well, I've been there, and
you've
it's
done
meant
it.
to be haunted. And the reason it was buried was because during the plague, for quarantine purposes, they closed it off. And it was closed down for decades. And then they made it into a tourist attraction, so check it out, it's good. Oh, the Age Strong
Yes,
t-shirt.
yes, oh yes, did we mention the Age Strong t-shirt? Yes, I have produced my own range of t-shirts. I am trying to spread the message any way I can. Available underneath this video, just saying. We've come down Coburn Street and we're right in the centre of the city now. That's the train station, Edinburgh Waverley. This is Princess Street, which when I was a girl was the main shopping street. That's really changed. And then to our right, which you can't see just now, but we're heading over that way, is a new super mall called St James's Quarter. Quite something. We do a lot of shopping there, eating out there, so that's our next destination.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Black Sheep Coffee, just wanted to point that out. Again, if you're in town, that's a great place. Chai latte is absolutely delicious in there.
And of course, if you're visiting Edinburgh, or Scotland indeed, make sure you don't miss the traditional Scottish restaurant with the Scottish name, which is McDonald's. It's hugely popular here. I don't know if you have it at home. We're heading into what's called St Andrew's Square here. They've opened up the garden in the middle of the square, and it's all got a bit posh. So there's lots of hotels.
Yes,
There's a mini Gleneagles and a couple of other hotels. We've got the Edinburgh Grand. We do have a tram in this city, but not at the moment because there's a massive fire in the main street, and that means all the trams have been stopped for now. So if you're coming here, they'll probably be back up and running again.
Look at that, that's why, I mean, look at that. Stunning, that's the Firth of Forth.
So that's the body of water that comes in at Edinburgh. So there's a couple of good places. There's an Indian restaurant called Dishoom.
You used to have to wait to get in, as in you used to have to line up outside.
So actually this is a rare moment where there's no queue at the front door. Okay, so this is Dishoom Bombay Cafe, and it's tremendous. You can get an incredible breakfast here as well,
Yeah,
if
very
that's your
good
vibe.
food.
So well worth checking out.
Our family favourite, Wagamama. We saw Wagamama in New York, didn't we?
Kind of fusion Asian food, really nice. Okay, there's a Gordon Ramsay restaurant here, but I don't really recommend.
Have you been in it?
We've been in it.
Well, it's not memorable.
It's not memorable.
I can't even remember it. Sorry, Gordon Ramsay.
And right at the end here, if you're feeling a little bit flush.
The Ivy.
So a little bit of background, the Ivy, famous grill in London. They've franchised it, and now you've got an Ivy in a lot of cities. There's another one in Glasgow as well.
I once saw Johnny Depp in the Ivy in London. I had flu, I thought I was delirious. He was a very handsome man. This is a great looking restaurant inside. I'm going to say I think the food has gone downhill a little here, if I'm honest, but it's still a good place to eat. Let's go shopping.
You can, if you're on a bicycle, you can pretty much ride wherever you like. So here's St Andrew's Square. The whole thing's a square, but this is the gardens in the middle. Remember?
It's a nice new addition to the city, this. I mean, festival time, people come down here, hang out, take a break.
You can also get tickets for shows here, Assembly Box Office. This little venue here was an interesting story. This is the Spiegel tent, which is German, and it's a kind of wooden and canvas tent that can be erected anywhere around Edinburgh, and they can put on jazz gigs, all sorts of things, fringe shows as well. If you're in Edinburgh this time of year, the sun's shining, grab yourself a coffee, sit down on the grass, and you can enjoy the buzz of the town without having to be right in it. Is that right, Claire?
Oh, that'll work. If you saw the Scotland fans in Boston, yes, even in Edinburgh.
We'll love a cone. So yeah, here's Harvey Nichols. If you want to buy a department store, it's up for grabs.
It's going cheap right now.
It's a nice building, it's got a great cafe at the top. Now look at
here's
this.
the posh stuff.
Louis Vuitton.
Never been in it.
This is kind of not for locals.
Oh, look, they've even screened it, you can't see in it. I think if I rang that doorbell and appeared in my Age Strong t-shirt, they might even turn me away, David.
Do you know what I think they'd really like? Is if we came in with a camera on. So this is called Maltrees Walk.
Rathberry, which is the Scottish designer handbag.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to have as a Scot. I don't have one, but one day.
Okay, I get the hint.
Yeah, one day.
This
is St James Quarter. It's got everything you could ever wish for, including on the top floor. There's a hotel, W Hotel, restaurants, bowling, a brilliant cinema called the Everyman Cinema. We watched The Odyssey in there the other night with the boys. We even ate our dinner in front of the movie screen. Not
quite as high end as the Maltrees Walk, but lots of those big international brands like H&M, Next, Pull & Bear, Bershka are here as well.
And it's perfect for Edinburgh because it's covered. It's got a glass roof.
So, big news for Edinburgh. Sephora have opened up here. Thing is, you know it's popular because there's a queue of people waiting to go in. Local knowledge, there's a very good shop here called John Lewis's, which pretty much has everything.
Yes, that's
so
a great
big department store, lots and lots of brands, lots and lots of fragrances.
David shops in Reese and gets some really nice stuff there. I've got a blue denim jumpsuit from here, which is my favourite. I'll flash a picture of. It's just
That's
great.
the one that's like, what's her name from Landsman?
The glamorous mother and Landsman. I mean, she's got a bit more going on than me generally, but you know.
I wouldn't say that. Oh, you like the Harrods perfume shop, don't you?
Well, that's good to look around. Harrods is a big department store in Knightsbridge in London, and they've basically taken the beauty department and transplanted it here, so it's quite good to have a wander around.
Oh, here's some old favourites.
What? Oh yes, Current Body. You're using the...
I'm using the hair one.
Hair one.
I look like Bigfoot now. Bet it smells nice though. Johnny Depp.
That is really good.
What's that one?
Mancera? It's French. Mancera. A sunny day, Edinburgh and the festival. I think it is very hard to beat as a city. Ask me again in December, that might be a different story.
Big hotel on your left there is the Balmoral. The Balmoral and the Caledonian, which are at the other end of the street, were railway hotels. And if you check and have a little look here, you can see clock up there is what? Just heading on to 10 past, and it is in fact 5 past. And the reason it does that is so that you don't miss your train.
Wherever you are in Edinburgh, you just cannot miss the castle. It's like the backdrop of everything.
There's one more place we're going to let you see, isn't there?
More people who visit Edinburgh should head down to Stockbridge. A brilliant little area to live in, but also just full of quirky boutique shops, those stores that you don't see everywhere. I want to take you and show you a few places I like to go down there.
Stockbridge is about a mile north of the city centre. It's easily walkable, and one of the many highlights is it has a Sunday market that runs from 10 a.m. every week.
So we're in Stockbridge now. This is the area I really wanted to show you. It's one that most tourists aren't aware of, and it's got so much good stuff in it. This is St Stephen's Street, but yeah, this is an area that's just full of independent little boutiques, stores, great restaurants. There's a fantastic bakery and Vietnamese restaurant down here. If you look over this way, Joram's Studio, a small independent Scottish perfumer, and it does some fantastic stuff. It's really pretty expensive, but they have a perfume called Floam, which is on my list. Floam, it just settles so beautifully on the skin.
Yeah, so Floam is a fruity floral scent. It's got notes like passion fruit and blueberry, but it's also sweetened with honeysuckle and tonka bean. It's got a natural sort of spiciness. The nasturtium flower is quite peppery, and I just find it really fun and full of personality.
Like, I must have come in here and sprayed it and not thought much of it, and then I went home and for the entire day I made a note so that I wouldn't forget the entire day.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Oh,
See you later.
Thank you for being in
Bye.
it. Bye. Yeah, we've got to show you this cheese shop. I.J. Mellis and Son, a real Edinburgh institution, and people will line up the street at Christmas to buy their Christmas cheese. They have cheeses from all around the world, and it's beautiful stuff. If any of you have ever been on Abbot Kinney in Venice Beach, Los Angeles, I think Stockbridge is Edinburgh's answer to Abbot Kinney. All the little independent stores and boutiques and cool people. It's all happening here.
Okay, this is a great place for a pie. I'm going to go in and get some. Hi there. Can we get a couple of steak pies, please?
Steak and...
Do you mind if I film these? Is that okay? Is that okay? Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Cheers.
Oh, they're even still warm.
Still warm. So what we got here?
Well, I love this little cafe. If I come down to meet friends, then it would quite often be here. Look at this. Frittata with leaves and house dressing. What kind of leaves?
Nice.
We wanted to share our Edinburgh with you, but yeah, let us know if you'd like to see us do more of this kind of thing.
Or just more of Edinburgh.
Maybe show
okay,
them
so
the
here's Artisan Roast. This is a great coffee shop.
And we should show them the Scran and Scally as well.
Yeah.
Great pub food. So these are my hidden gems of Edinburgh. This is where you'll find me when I've got some time to spare. There's another area across town called Bruntsfield, which is pretty similar. A lot of independent shops and restaurants, that kind of thing. But I think Stockbridge just takes it for the win. Thank you very much. Perfect. So it's been great showing you some of my favourite things about Edinburgh. It really is, as you've seen, something else in the summer. Hopefully you enjoyed going a little off the beaten track with us into Stockbridge as well. We're back in our area now, northwest of Edinburgh. This is our neighbourhood restaurant, the Herringbone. We love it here. Bring the dog. So I would love to know in the comments if you enjoyed coming along on this tour with us today. If so, there are so many other places to see in Edinburgh. We did the touristy spots and then took you into St James's Quarter, Stockbridge, but there are multiple hills in Edinburgh. So many beautiful nature spots, other fantastic parts of town. We can take you around those if you enjoyed it. Let us know. We appreciate you being here with us today. Head over to my website, honest.scot, and sign up for my newsletter at the bottom of any page, and I'll send you all my latest content so you never miss out. But for now, thank you for being with us today.